Hey guys, it's Will. It's been a while since I did a guitar video, but I thought I would show you Giant Steps. I did a couple choruses just to give you an example. I've been working with this book called Giant Steps for Guitar by Wolf Marshall. And I highly recommend this because it kind of fits into my methodology that I've talked about for quite a while, which is learning actual solos. And he breaks this down into the various sections. If you look at Giant Steps, so there's a couple of 4-bar sections. The chords change really fast in the keys. So you learn these lines that are about 4 bars each for the first 2 sets there for the 8 measures. And then there's a bunch of 2-5-1s, I guess, 2-5s, but they're 2-5 are in one measure, so it's not like one measure per chord. And so he's got he's got all sorts of lines for the 2-5-1s and the main intro part. There's 49 patterns, and he explains how the progression was created, dividing up the thirds kind of thing. There's 3 key centers like that, and then he talks about building a solo and connecting things. And what I found is, like, when you start to learn these lines, I mean, I always recommend people get lines up to speed. I promote Robert Conti quite a bit, and no matter what method, you got to get them under your fingers. You got to be able to play them. And what I find is there's so many different ways that you can go when you learn a phrase. You can connect and sort of chop up lines and go in different directions. So and then you can take some of these lines, like they're in the B major D7, the first 4 bars, and you transpose them for the second set of 4 measures, which is the same sort of structure. And so there's some work there that you have to do, and it helps. And learning these phrases all over the neck and in different positions, orientations. And so once you get that down and get a few lines under your belt, you'll be able to play them, and then you'll start to modify them over time. It's kind of a natural progression. And anyways, I've got the solo that I played for sale. I've transcribed it. It's 2 bars, and if you want to pick up this book, I've got a link in the description below. But yeah, we can do webcam lessons if you want to work through this. But it's really amazing because I spent quite a few years looking at these tunes, being really intimidated and not really getting anywhere, trying to learn all the scales and modes. And I mean, this thing changes every 2 beats. And you'll notice that people that played like on some of the recordings weren't really prepared for this. So there's practice that is required. You can't just learn scales and you're going to be able to blow over this. It's something you need to work on specifically. And so there's a lot that could be said about this progression. It's a bit of a technical progression. It's not like the most melodic in this terms of a typical jazz standard, but giving you that confidence that you can target something like this. And hopefully you like that. Talk to you guys later.